Enjoying Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze? Get episodes 30 days early at patreon.com/superbeardbros. Now watch some footage of Ted eating one of his favorite snacks, boquerones. Also, Jirard's back.
Welcome back to Forest Folly time.
Wait.
Yeah.
Go back one. Look at that face. Just zoom in on that face. Like a fucking dog.
Zoom in slowly and then just fade in the words monkey time, all caps.
He looks like a dog who you got their attention and like you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
You're like, hey.
That's like me telling Boofy to not jump off the couch for the 300th time.
Yes.
Look at you.
Yes.
Hey, don't do that.
Hilarious. You know what we haven't done in a minute? We haven't checked out like where Donkey Kong has smoked weed.
Oh, the problem is that I haven't gotten enough.
You haven't completed enough levels to get more art yet?
No, I kind of gave up halfway through the last world.
So he's kind of abstaining from the drugs for now, huh?
Yeah,
I like that. That's big, man.
I'm trying
He's
something
taking
new,
a
you know?
tolerance break.
Question of the day. Would you still watch Jirard's main channel if he didn't complete games? Question of the day.
That's the question that I ask myself that every morning when I wake up.
You know what?
An escape.
You want to know what I think? Yes.
You're going to say yes.
I think they would. I think you just have to like...
You just have to not care about people who don't like it.
Play the algorithm, I guess is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You just have to not care about what other people say because you are the person who has to be the one who's doing what you want.
Yeah.
But I'm not even sure. What would you do? What would you do?
If I could change my content completely?
No, I mean like...
If you didn't have to complete games.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If you could do anything, if you had the time, like let's say you had infinite money, right?
Yeah. Oh, great thought experiment.
What would you do? Like with your time on a daily basis?
I would make short films.
Would you?
Yeah.
Shorts.
Would you?
Shorts.
What's the first short film you would make? Wait. Ted, do you recognize that? Did I talk about that recently or did you just pull that?
Yeah, you talked about it recently.
Ah, God damn it. I thought you just knew it. All right, now
Is that Meredith from that Pixar movie? I can't think of it. You and I saw it together, Alex.
Meredith?
If you could change your fate.
Merida.
Merida, my bad.
From Brave.
I was doing Buffalo Bill. We're kind of the same character if you sit and think about it. If you listen to my video essay.
You think so?
Would you? Yeah. So okay, so you would
Infinite
make
money.
short films. What's the first short film you would make? Like, what would be the premise of it?
I'd like to try and make some like really compelling video game short films, kind of how you did, Brett, with the Street Fighter movies.
Okay, I understand that. That makes sense to me. My question then is, how come you don't put any effort forth in doing that right now? What's stopping you?
Money and the return of investment.
Right.
If there was a Netflix or a Peacock that showed up and was like,
what do you want
do you want to do? How much?
I got these ideas, man.
Well, I mean, hey, like there was no secret that as an executive at G4, I was trying my best to produce content like that.
Sure.
So I God of Work exists.
He did make an entire show about Kratos.
It's true. I did.
That's true. You did. Given the opportunity, you did.
Yeah. But I mean, Brett and you and I had many conversations, or at least a conversation about how my goal was to, try and produce those short, Street Fighter films that you made. Because you said you and your team had a, is this Infinite Bananas?
It might be Infinite.
I guess so.
No.
You had mentioned that like, hey, if I got the band back together and you guys got funding, like,
hey man, have a gun, we'll travel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fuck, that's hard. That's honestly what I love to do is write and direct in a way that
Write and direct.
Well, not necessarily direct, but produce. I guess in my mind, they're all different jobs, of course, but like,
I mean, when it's a team of like 4 guys, they're like very different.
Right. Especially with like the 4 guys that we all have here,
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah, this is. You gotta lead it.
I think you can just hit them. I think you can just.
Oh, I can smack them.
I think you can just smack them.
Oh, they're springboards.
They're springboards. Yeah, I wasn't thinking.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay, that answers my question though.
Yeah, I mean, at the very, I think you know.
You can smack
Oh
it.
God, you're right.
You can smack that.
That is a funny body language.
Smack it. Yeah. I mean, it's. Honestly, it's gonna sound stupid. I just want passive income.
What about just
me
like?
too, motherfucker.
Let me throw this out. Let me throw this out there. What about just like a very similar show to the one you make now, except you just don't complete video games?
What
do you think about that?
I want to be rude for a moment. Can I be rude for a moment?
Of course.
And I still want to hear your opinion, Jirard, but I want to like make a prediction. I see that in there, by the way. I see that shit.
Fuck.
I see that shit.
I don't think Jirard wants to do that. I don't think that's where Jirard's passions lie. Is like doing any
keep making the same content.
not even necessarily the same content. I'm talking about what Alex just said, right? Like
That's kind of my point, though. Like that's kind of my point. Is like, if we're feeling tired from doing the completionist,
Right.
and you're worried about making money still,
right.
I feel like the same show, but without the idea that it's 100% would fly.
My point is that my prediction, I want to hear, Jirard, your actual opinion, is that you don't even want to make a show even like The Completionist without the completion. Like you want to do something else.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've tried over the years to make shows or different formats that don't require completion in that way. And you know, I think what it is I want to be off of YouTube more than anything.
Yeah.
Just because that way, you know, like
What about Nebula?
Nebula.
what is Nebula? You keep saying that.
Oh, yeah,
like I
okay.
know what it
Nebula
is.
you can't, and it's not anybody can upload. You have to be invited, I think, or something like that. Or, you know, you have to get involved with it somehow. But it's basically a platform where people pay a price to be on the platform.
Okay.
And you make videos that are like produced with a budget based on like how much money you make. And they subsidize your content. In return, you make good, like, evergreen content that's not chasing algorithms, because the way that the business model is not around this nebulous everyone. It's just you know, it's basically Netflix but with like way lower budgets and about like video essays and like a little bit higher production content that you can't really make on YouTube, like Burger Rush, for example. Right? A show that our fans like.
Yeah.
Or, you know, some people liked. Like,
Yeah.
But didn't actually perform better on our channel than anything else, because why would it, right? Like, what, like, genuinely, like, there is no, like, no one should have expected that to be like a runaway hit.
Right.
Even though people who like us see that it's a show that we put a little bit more effort into, you know, and that's true of a lot of shows. Nostalgia Hunter's the same, another thing. Like, of course, people understand that we put more effort. And it's felt, but in terms of numbers, it doesn't do any better than any of our other stuff.
Right.
So on YouTube says that's actually not valuable to us, the effort, right? The quality. But Nebula is saying, yes, quality is important to us. And if you care about watching quality videos instead of like videos that are made by a computer program that we ourselves don't fully understand,
Yeah.
that's the idea with Nebula.
Fascinating concept.
Yeah. So I don't know, something that's futuristic. Because it seems like maybe TikTok's not going to live.
I mean,
And I
Hold the
really...
fuck. I have to hold the whole.
Oh.
I have to hold the grab button down.
Hold the hole.
It seems like
Yeah.
TikTok maybe is going to get shut down by big government. As it
And
maybe...
it's worldwide more than anything.
As it maybe should be shut down. I don't know. Like, there's definitely some security issues with TikTok, right? But if that's the case and TikTok goes away, the appetite for TikTok, the appetite for that content won't go away, and things like shorts will be like even more prevalent than they are now without TikTok, right?
Like YouTube Shorts?
Yeah, because somebody's going to be trying to get that TikTok space, right?
Yeah.
So on that platform, Beard Bros is going to go down to like minute-long episodes in like 5 seconds, right?
Yeah. Right.
But, you know, if we could just charge money directly, everybody that wants it will get it. And it's not going to be like bad. It's not going to be like disposable. Nobody's going to be tired because everything's going to be like funded, you know? I I don't know. I think people who have been on YouTube for a long time aren't YouTube's target audience or creator target anymore.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think stuff like that, especially for people like us who are like more about the videos than the fame.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is that I think I'm, as a creator, which is like weird to say, right? As an influencer or whatever you want to fucking fill in the blank, I just don't feel the same. I feel it's like I've been in a very bad 12-year relationship that
With YouTube?
Yeah. And
The platform, we mean.
the platform and not anyone there. Everyone there at YouTube's been kind to me personally and has been very helpful
Yeah.
over the years.
Well, not everyone, but we're not going
The
to.
people that I know
Yeah.
who've been incremental in the last several years, you know, you guys know who you are.
I don't really have any
You're even
problems, yeah.
You're even watching this, so thank you.
Some people at YouTube do try to help us.
Yeah, I think it's just, oh, I wish I could throw it straight up. I'm dead. The big reason, there's a lot of people haven't really asked me why, but one of the big, because everyone said, hey, when G4 happened, why did you take G4, right? Like, everyone, oh, dude, everyone's been asking me, why did I take G4 and why did I abandon the Beer Bros and make less completionists and like, hey, you were already like doing well over here. Why did you abandon one thing for the other? And first off, I never fully abandoned anything.
We put out videos the whole time.
The completionist still came out once a week.
And you came out on Beard Bros like
he's gay now.
A fair amount of times.
Thank you, Brett.
I remember when you came out on Beard Bros too.
What if that's what this episode turned into?
Incredible. Damn it, I don't want Cranky. I wanted one of the floaty boys.
Well, you can still crank around.
Can't float though.
That's true.
Why
did you do it? Why did you do it?
Oh, why? I mean, the biggest one is finances. During the pandemic, our MCN, I can say this now because they did not settle with me and they don't exist anymore. We were missing our entire 2020 YouTube AdSense for Completionist and Beard Bros. Like, we did not get paid.
Somebody turned off
for 9 months. Our best performing videos during the pandemic. So when I was like, I made a video at the beginning of the pandemic that was like, hey, YouTube is dead. Like, I'm scared. I'm sorry, everyone. I don't want to panic you, but I'm terrified. It's because I saw the ad revenue plummet. What we didn't know at the time, and we found out later on, was that our ads were turned off on our videos to promote a YouTube Red show that was in our network.
It was like airing other ads instead, and we weren't getting paid for them.
We were airing. We got paid for ads it was basically blocking our fill rate, essentially.
It was running ads from like another thing instead of putting us on the ad marketplace.
Exactly. So we basically got the cheapest ads possible for 9 months.
Yeah.
And we didn't know because everyone kept telling us, oh, this is like what to expect during YouTube pandemic.
Right.
But at the same time, everyone was telling us, dude, my CPM during the pandemic has been incredible. And I was sitting there going, you guys are full of shit. Like, it's not. Beer Bros is not doing good. Completionist is not doing good. But on the back end, during the pandemic, Completionist and Beer Bros both had the most numbers in the history of the channels. So I was very confused as to why things weren't working well. And that's when we started getting, consistent sponsors like Origin PC and G Fuel. Both have left us, unfortunately, now. And so we're kind of back at square one. But in that moment, I said, hey, let's do G Fuel or let's do G4 because of that. That was the biggest, that was the biggest reason I took the job because the finances were there. Second was, I got re-diagnosed with my health problems, and those health problems are scary because there's too many question marks. I could just wake up one day and be dead. Like, that's everyone, right? But literally, my illness is like my blood disease, which went from being like 10,000 people in the world have it to less than 100 people have it. Came from the form of blood blisters that just appear in my body. I can get one in my heart and I'm gone. That's it. I had a cancer scare where they thought there was one in my colon, and my dad had colon cancer and prostate cancer. So like I had to take it very seriously. And sure enough, like, you know, it was not looking good. And I couldn't afford the procedures through Kaiser all the way through because it's too expensive and out of network because I have a fucking rare blood disease.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. We're not anywhere near the level of money making where
right.
you might expect.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not speaking of everyone, but I think that it's pretty clear that most people believe that we make way more money doing this than we do.
Right.
That'd be interesting. Do we dare? Question of the day, how much money do you think I make?
Yeah, it's a great question.
I mean, the super reality is you can take a huge Let's Play channel or a huge content creator, take their views, and just do the math of, hey, if 1 million views equals, let's say on a low number,
$1,000.
$3,000. Imagine what it's like to...
First of all, we have a building.
Sorry, who makes $3,000?
Like a million. We're saying a metric of 1 million
back
views
in the day, the metric,
$3,000.
it's not the same anymore, but back in the day, the metric of success was 1 million views on a video, right? That was like the
1 million views equals $3,000.
$3,000. That was the early YouTube days.
I gotcha.
It's obviously a lot more than that now, but
not a lot.
But not much more.
Yeah, not a lot more.
I gotcha. Oh, you can go in there?
So let's assume it's more, but not that much more.
But if it's $3,000, you know, as a metric, completionist gets 2 million views on average a month.
Yeah.
So, you know, look, I don't want to get the finances in the weeds. This is not what this is about. The point is that
just that we make a lot of money that we use for other things besides taking it home and buying burritos with it.
Yeah, if I was by myself, you know, this wouldn't be an issue. But there's all of us here.
We have a building. We have other like the things that we do. You'll see a video that we just did that's coming out soon. That's just like, you just got to understand that there's a lot more things that you have to do when you run a business than just like get rich and be at home and eat McDonald's. You know what I mean?
And I guess my point in all this was that I was trying to make is that the unfortunate truth is that the only financial stability that I can rely on at the end of the day,
prostitution.
I wish. Is completionist. Completionist is, on a bad month, still the safe bet that I can make, knowing that like everyone will eat, and I don't have to like die thinking about the amount of stress and agony I'll have to put up with.
But that's why I'm saying,
if I didn't have that, I'd like, and it was a whole different ball game, I would reevaluate my entire life.
I'm just saying, if that's why you're doing the completionist anyway, it's a lot less work to just not do 100%. And I would be interested to know what people say about how much, if you just watch the completionist if you didn't complete the games 100%.
I mean, a lot of my YouTube friends say that they would. But
like, is it really not the writing and the production value and the comprehensiveness of the videos that's selling? Is it really just the fact that he does everything in the game that you like? Is that really it?
Yeah, right.
That's a good question.
Like, really? Like, honestly,
I think it's rough because I think that most people who do watch regularly don't speak up, and that's fine. But the people who would answer this question aren't the regular viewer, in my opinion, you know?
Like, do we even make it clear? Like, if you watch any given one of our episodes, do we even like say, like, hey, what's up? This is a show where we do literally everything.
I guess me personally, I've had the thought multiple times of like playing a new game and like, oh, this sucks. I want to hear what Jirard's going to say after he has to do this completely.
I get that, but I mean, there's other ways of doing shows about things in games that are hard to do than doing literally everything in every game once a week, twice a week. Twice a week.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Well, the nice thing is that with New Game Plus coming to an end finally, you know, it'll go back to once a week on Saturdays, and then we're going to be producing a lot more different content that is
pornographic.
Very pornographic, very violent, very visceral and aggressive.
Yeah.
It's going on Pornhub.
Honestly,
you joke.
Better
Fucking
CPMs, dude.
Jesse and Santel.
I'm not joking. I would go on Pornhub if I could. If there was like some market for like playing like nasty, horny games on Pornhub.
Isn't there? Am I tripping?
I don't think anybody's going
There
on Pornhub.
was, and they got rid of it.
I don't think there's anybody on Pornhub like, I'm about to check out some content.
This is
Just because Jesse and Santel had that show, I thought it was hilarious.
Well, it wasn't on Pornhub. It was on.
wasn't?
It was on Faku.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Faku is.
Faku's like an actual like horny subscription service. Like it's kind of like a Netflix.
dude. This is really cool.
Very cool level.
This is insane.
How do you avoid
How did
that?
I? What was I gonna do?
How do you avoid that?
Eat the damage?
Yeah.
So yeah, look out for the Beard Bros porno. It's coming soon, yeah.
Sorry, I just yawned.
That was a soundbite from the new
Yeah.
series.
I mean, one of the big reasons why I made God of Work, which is very fun to talk about God of Work because I feel like I can tell who in my life did and didn't watch it, and it makes me sad because
How can you tell?
just like my sisters, my family, right? Like
It's
I'd be
the
like,
smell.
If there is such a thing. Well, okay, go on about your sisters and your family.
well, so like my sister would be like, "Oh my God, I just watched God of Work. It was so good." And I was like, "Oh, you liked it, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, you were so funny." And I was like, "Cool. What was your favorite part?" And she's like, "Oh, the part where you start Fight Club in the office." And I'm like, "Oh, that's the first episode." So she hasn't seen past the first 5 minutes.
Got it.
And so I'm like, "Great. What about the part where I fight a giant snake and then like my mom walks in and she thinks I'm jerking off?" And she's like, "Oh my God, that part was so funny."
Oh.
And I just keep going and none of that's in the show. So like,
yeah, that's a pretty good way to tell who watched it.
yeah. Unfortunately, that is the most commonality
Damn.
of my family and the support system that I
Here's
have.
the real talk. Here's the real talk. That's how your fans are too.
What do you mean?
Like most people aren't gonna watch God of Work.
Right. Because they think it's cringy.
Not that they think it's cringy. I'm just saying like no one's going to. It's the same reason nobody's coming to the Super Beard Bros to watch a documentary about canceled food. Nobody's coming to watch
Right.
us eat Taco Bell. Nobody's coming to watch.
Shut up and do
me
your
eat
game
a bunch
thing.
of burgers. Yeah, even if people are like it's good, it's not gonna like light the world on fire because
Right.
it's just not the right. It'd be like if Mad Men was like, we're gonna take a break from Mad Men this week to just like react to some commercials from the 60s.
Right.
It's like, huh? You gotta jump to that
Stay
platform.
stay low. So remember when I told you to stay low?
Yeah.
That was a lie.
I don't think it was a lie. I think that was great advice. I just didn't take it very good.
I think it's just jump to the platform.
Yeah, he's probably right. Cool level though.
It really is sick. It has like
Just
Game of
makes
Thrones
me
vibes.
want to go back and play Elden Ring. I really want to play Elden Ring again.
I just want to
I
be
can't.
playing it all the time.
I can't like bring myself to do it until the DLC hits.
Maybe you'll get into it, and then just at the right time, the DLC will come out.
I'd be willing to plan that out, but until I know a release date, I can't chance it. You know.
Yeah, I have no idea if they announced anything about when.
No, it didn't. Here's hoping. I hope it doesn't take too long.
Yeah, tell me when Elden Ring's coming with DLC, and tell me when Cyberpunk's coming with DLC. I want to watch Luther.
Oh.
Yo, is that Luther movie about to come out?
Yeah!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
That was sick.
This is actually an insane little challenge right here. It's like quite tough. Quite tough. Yeah, Idris. It's coming to Cybye.
what?
Idris coming to Cybye, bro.
Great
Phantom
headline.
Libs.
Great headline.
Phantom Libs. Idris coming to Cybye.
Idris coming to Cybye?
Idris in Cybye soon. Phantom Libs. Soon Cybye.
I think I just saw Ted write down a title. He's like, that's pretty good.
I like Cybye. Cybye, that's good. That's rich.
I don't even know how to spell anything.
Cybie is how I was imagining Cybye.
No, it's Idris.
Idris and Cybye. Phantom Libs.
I think one of the just to go back a little bit. I think one of the things that makes like content creation so difficult nowadays is the social media aspect of it, because it's one thing to be like, hey, I follow Alex for the jokes, right? I follow Jirard for the games and all this stuff. But then you look at kind of fuck you.
Well, you're
dude.
in.
Nailed it though.
You're in.
You nailed it. I guess it was speed was mostly it. You know?
I guess so, yeah. I tanked it, really is what it is.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah! Hey! Nice job.
Thank you.
You were saying something about
social media.
It's just like the way that platforms are designed. They're designed to not promote the thing you're working on. They're designed to punish you for sharing your creativity in a way where, and then they also punish you if you're posting ads because
They want everybody to be the same, and they don't want you to get too independently famous.
yeah, they want to keep you in line to a degree.
Yeah.
But what the thing that sucks about that is that if a company says, "Hey, Jirard and the Beard Bros, we want to pay you guys a bunch of money to do social posts on Twitter and Instagram for Beard Bros," right? We do that. It gets zero engagement. The brand's disappointed at how we did. They never work with us ever again. The relationship goes up in flames. We lose that opportunity.
Right.
That happens all the time on YouTube with the completionist. And it sucks because
They're setting you up for failure.
right. And it's like it's something I think of like, hey, we love your content. Now make something that has nothing to do with your content about our product.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's very shitty. It's
When the fake emails sound exactly like the real emails, it's weird.
yeah, and you can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
And you have to have these weird meetings and it's gross and bizarre, but it just sucks because then you, the content creator, have to take your proverbial drum and smack it all the time and go, hey audience, watch, like, comment, subscribe, buy the product, buy the thing, because the platforms are deprioritizing you
Yep.
for doing that.
Yep.
So it's like chicken and egg situation. How do you make it work? And the real answer is you can't. As time goes on.
The real answer is the best way to do anything about creative is to pay the people that make it to make it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. We'll see you guys there.
Yeah.
Thanks
sorry
for
for
hanging with us, y'all.
sorry for this long talk.
It's all good.
Appreciate you,
got
boys.
the porno coming down the line.
Bye.
Ted's porno. Ted's making a comeback, you guys.
I was looking right in his eyes.
Come.